Italian grape in the sense that it's different than Zinfandel. I've worked with the Heritage Vineyard project, and we have 2 clonal variations of Primitivo planted with 20 other versions of selections of Zinfandel, old vine Zinfandel from around California, planted side by side. And routinely, the Primitivo ripens 2 weeks earlier than the Zinfandel. The clusters are different shaped. They tend to be looser. They tend to be more prone to shatter. The vines tend to be more diminutive. Makes perfect sense. Consider what the climate is in Apulia. Hot, really hot. So they had to choose a clonal selection. By the way, these things test the same with DNA. In a fairly rough DNA test, at some point in the near future, we'll be doing more DNA testing to find out just how diverged they are, in fact. But they look different in the field, and they produce markedly differently flavored wines. The wines from Primitivo tend to be leaner and more tightly wound, excuse me. The wines from Zinfandel tend to be more generous and softer and fuller, and really kind of express that sense of ripeness that Primitivo doesn't always get, at least in California. But Primitivo is grown in Italy, and the winemaking in Italy is different. The soil types in Italy are different. So by all measures, Primitivo is different than California Zinfandel. It would be kind of like, as somebody said, comparing Jacob's Creek to Polini Montrachet and saying they're the same thing. They're not. But having said that, Primitivo can be quite delicious. It is unfortunate at the moment that there is a push to sell Primitivo in packages that look like California Zin and sound like California Zin and have the word American on them. I'd be delighted if the Italians would sell Primitivo as an Italian wine. It makes me wonder about their confidence in their own wine if they have to ride on California Zinfandel's coattails. But we're not here to talk Primitivo, we're here to talk Zinfandel. And we can taste Zinfandel because we have a bunch of it in front of us, and we have a really wonderful selection of wines. So what I'm going to do is break this tasting down a little bit